What's up, bouquets? How are we blooming today? It's your girl, the Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of Uniqueness, and I am back with another. We gonna say what the hell? What is that heavy energy around love? So last night I watched Wicked. Now, granted, Wicked has always been my favorite musical, so I've kind of already knew some of this stuff, but watching the movie made me remember some things, and I just feel like there was a lot of things to take away from it that I feel like we should talk about. So, and I might just start kind of. There's been a lot of things I've watched recently or music I've been listening to that I feel like there's conversations to be had. So Wicked, right? So have we not realized that Elphaba is not the bad guy? That Glinda's the bad guy, and Glinda's the villain, and the Wiz is the villain, and the professor was the villain. Like, have we not realized that? So, I want to talk about how people will try to demonize you or villainize you or make you out to seem the bad, like you're the bad guy because they don't understand you or because you're different or because they can't control you, right? um or because they don't have any real power, because you recognize your own power, and people really will be jealous of that, and people really will try to pull on that. And um it kind of goes back. I don't know if I actually made it a conversation or not, but I feel like I've talked about it in certain videos, like people being envious of me or people being jealous of me, and I really didn't understand why at first. Like, how can you be jealous of me and I literally be chilling and I don't really do anything? Like, I don't feel like there's anything to be jealous. I just don't get jealous of things anyway. So I'm like, when I find out other people been jealous or sending envious energy, I'm like, little old me, like, what are you jealous of? But it don't matter. It really don't matter whether you are being arrogant or not, because I don't even like. I To me, I'm genuinely chilling all the time. But come to find out, people have been seeing an evil eye and been envious and been like sitting around just thinking negative thoughts about me because I handle myself. I don't know. I don't even know, because even the first time I got told that somebody was sending envy or was their thoughts alone was causing my migraines and stuff like that, and how envious they were of me was causing me physical pain. And mind you, at the time that this was happening, my life was actually like kind of like crazy. It wasn't really. I couldn't find anything to be envious of. I'm like, why would you be envious of my life falling apart right now? Like, technically, I had to stay with the person I found out was being envious. Like, I had to lean on you for a little bit. So how you envious of me? And I like, what the? But it don't matter, because even through those seasons of where I seem like my life falling apart, I carry myself very well. Like, you wouldn't necessarily know I'm going through what I'm going through because I just don't allow things to weigh me down, or I don't really show how much things are weighing me down. Or think, I mean, let me not say that, because I'm not gonna say things don't weigh me down. They definitely do. But I honestly, it's kind of crazy because I've said it. I think I've said it before. Where like it's interesting how like sometimes when my life is actually falling apart, people who give me compliments like you're glowing. What? Am I? Because life is hell, but whatever. I guess. Um, I guess I carry pain well or something. I don't know. But let me not even say pain, but I handle things well, I guess. But Wicked. So honestly, like I don't know what it is, but lately I genuinely cannot watch certain things, or like I really will get irritated or annoyed with like evil, malicious people. Basically, like watching Wicked, I really was starting to get an attitude with Ariana Grande's character. Like, I literally was just like, because I kept looking at the screen like, ugh, like the mean girl energy, the villain energy, like all that shit really just makes me like, what's wrong with you? Like, why treat people like that? Like, her talking about some, oh my God, she didn't agree. Oh my God, I didn't get my way. Like, girl, what? And then even like trying to pick on the professor that was a goat for not being able to say Galinda. It's a goat, bitch. Like I was really getting annoyed. Like, yes, he's talking and this, and then her dumb ass talking about some. That shit irritated me for real. Why can you just teach us history instead of being caught up in the past? What the fuck is history if it's not the past? Like you sound fucking stupid. And then trying to, it was just a lot of moments where I was like, even with how she ended up getting the hat or giving the girl the hat, like you really was trying to be an evil bitch. And she wasn't even thinking you was trying to be an evil bitch because she actually did like the fucking hat. You fucking weirdo. Like, and now you feel bad because she actually thought you was trying to be cool and she went to go do something for you that you didn't even fucking deserve because of what fucking power do you have? You couldn't like she naturally had power and you so mad. How did you do that? She don't fucking know. And even if she did know, I hope she don't tell your ass, cause girl, But like, it was just a lot of the shit was cringy to me. Like, I do not like mean girl villain type behavior for real, for real. Like, I don't like people trying to talk down on people. I don't like bullies. I never like bullies. If anything, like I borderline used to be the bully's bully because I just didn't. I never liked bullies growing up. But I almost got myself in school one time. Bully somebody else. But yeah, I just don't. All that shit really annoys me these days, honestly. Um, but yeah, it's just so funny how like the professor was like, "Oh yeah, let me teach you how to use your power and use it for good." And then you got her to do a spell on the animals, and then go turn around and say, "Oh, don't believe nothing she say. She the bad guy. She the one who did this to y'all. Don't let her get away." She literally was trying to save the fucking animals the whole fucking time. Y'all tricked her into some fucking spell that actually ended up hurting the animals. And when she said you hurting them, now y'all, oh, they spies. What? Who the fuck? No. Y'all want to use my magic for negativity. I'm not with the shit. And I felt that. Like, y'all trying to make Elphaba the bad guy, and she's literally not the bad guy. I still need to see the second one, but yeah, she's not the bad guy. She's not the bad guy. Like she, if anything, had the biggest art. She was the most loving one, but y'all, because she was green and because, and then not for nothing, can we just take a slight shift? Um, I know there were black characters in the thing, but not for nothing. I also feel like her being green in a way was also supposed to be some type of symbolism for like other ethnicities against Europeans. um and stuff, and how really melanin and all that is really rich and powerful, and even slavery, like they wanted to make us slaves, but whole time we the blueprint, the fuck. But I'm not gonna get into all that though. But just how people will really try to make you seem like the bad guy for not going along with they bullshit or not being a yes man to bullshit or not agreeing with when did it become such a bad thing to disagree with people? Why do we all have to believe the same thing? Why do we all have to be on like we're not robots? Like we were all made to be in my name is I emphasize that uniqueness for a reason. We are all meant to be our own unique individuals. Nobody is supposed to meant to be the same. Like, yes, twins have the same DNA, but even then, twins are still different people. Like, when you actually get to know twins, they still be different people. They don't necessarily always act the same and stuff like that. So it's like nobody is meant to be the exact same person. We're all supposed to be different and have our own opinions. That's why we have opinions. That's why we have brains. That's why we're allowed to think the way we think. That's why we're supposed to have freedom of speech and stuff like that because you're supposed to pass freedom of speech, free will. Like we're supposed to all be different. Um, but yeah, or even just how like they make being different seem like such a bad thing in Wicked, and it's like it's not. She the most powerful motherfucker out there, but because she's green, y'all made her out to be a villain, like, or look at her sideways. Like nobody took the time to actually try to get to know her. Like her own parents or dad, like literally, or like immediately as soon as she came out green, well, take her away. That's your child. Even though I think I could have sworn the backstory to that was like the mama really had an affair or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But either way, um, like you get rejected, and it's so crazy because it's like your own parents reject you. It's crazy because the world in itself is probably going to reject you in some form of fashion. So to get rejected at birth is like even crazier. And but I can't even fully. I mean, so much is so much because like there's so many lessons within everything in life, honestly, that it's hard for me to like sometimes talk about things without getting into other things. But the way people will really try to weaponize you or make you seem out to be the bad guy, like that's what I'm really on. It's like really being out to be made the bad guy when you just different than everybody else, or you just don't do things in the way that most people would do them. Like even I've had in work life, like because I like me and somebody else could be in the same position, but because I'm doing different things with the position or I'm moving in the way that I want to move, now suddenly it's like you mad at me, you trying to go against me, you trying to make it seem like I'm just not doing my job. No, I just do my job differently, and technically I'm doing my job better than you because I found a way to actually do more than just this. Like I've gone beyond the position, if anything. Like but and I've dealt with that with people trying to and it's so funny because it's like the whole time you're trying to get me in trouble. You think you're snitching on me. My boss know where I'm at. The principal literally keeps walking by me saying thank you for everything you're doing. How what are you snitching on, boo? And then even like at one point, like when I first started my teaching role, and I teach high school. I was only in high school 10 years ago. Like I'm not that old. I'm the youngest on my team, or I was the youngest on my team. I don't like there were certain things that they want to do. And I'm like, oh no, that ain't like do y'all pay attention to these kids? That ain't gonna work. Like they don't know what the hell. But even like sometimes when I would try to object with things, it's like I will automatically get rejected or turned down. Like no, this is okay. Or I even learned at a certain point, like, you know what? I'm not even going to bring up my ideas. I just know when I get to my classroom, this is what I'm going to do with my kids. And yeah. And lo and behold, when I started doing that, yeah, my kids are flourishing. My kids are doing better. Like, yeah, I'm not going to listen to everything. So it's like you can't even let other people's like thoughts and opinions even sway the way you move or sway the things that you know in your heart and mind should be done. Um, Because then they even would try to get mad, like, you don't say nothing, you don't speak up, you don't, because for what? For what? Y'all make it seem like a group effort, but it's actually not a group effort because if I actually said anything, it's automatically no, or it's automatically, well, no, this is how we're going to do this, da da da. Okay. Well, you could do it that way. I'm still going to just go over here and do it the way I already plan on doing it, the way I know that's going to work, the way we just did it last year, like, whatever it might be. But, now, there are certain times, obviously, you could take, um, constructive criticism and things like that. I'm not even talking about that right now. I'm talking about people really try to. Anybody else been like OD sleepy these days? I don't know what it is, but I have been like extra tired lately. But yeah, like I can't even with me like realizing my spiritual gifts, right? And of course, I understand my spiritual gifts aren't normal. I don't even call them gifts. I call them superpowers because it is a superpower, and a lot of people can't handle. I don't know if my finger is swollen or what, but why does this ring feel like it don't fit me no more? And I just got it. Like, I need to look into that. Does copper change shapes or something based on? I don't know, but finger has been a little attacked all of a sudden. Um. Anyway. Um. Even with me discovering like my gifts and stuff, and how I've had people try to be mad at me for my gifts, and it's so crazy because it's like I can't control that. I didn't ask to. I didn't. It's not like I asked for my gifts to be what they was. I didn't ask like, oh my god, I want to talk to spirits. I want spirits to talk to me. I didn't ask for that. I definitely did not ask for that. I'm grateful. I am grateful, but I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask to. I didn't go into my healing journey to end up being a healer. I didn't ask for that. Elphaba didn't ask to have the power that she had. She literally was born with it. Same like I didn't ask to have the power I have. I was just born with it. And it just took some healing to realize that it's been here the whole time. But um, we don't realize how like because even like people being so Wiki. Let's go back to Wiki. She was talking about even when she called out the Wiz, right? Or the wizard, whatever. And she was saying like, you have no real power. That's why you're trying to use my power because you don't have any. That's why you have to make this big ass metal machine thing to scare people as if you really hold some power and you don't have shit. You're choosing to you're choosing to make people fearful of you because you rather people be scared of you than for them to realize that you really don't have no power. And then the people that really do have power, you mad at me because I don't want you can't fool me, you can't trick me. I done caught on your shit. Like you can't manipulate me to be like everybody else in this goddamn Emerald City and be all on your dick and you ain't got no power. And anybody that try to go against me, run up get down. I mean that's how I interpret it. um but yeah, like Defying Gravity is really my favorite song. Sorry. I literally like it's such my like Wicked is such my favorite musical that literally in college I ended up doing a paper on Defying Gravity. Like I remember in college before this movie came out 10 years ago. Like yeah, but damn, that really was 10 years ago because that was definitely my freshman year of college. Well, almost 10 years ago now because it was second semester. But yeah, people will really try to make you seem like you're the bad guy just because they cannot manipulate you, and it's your job to not let people do that. Do not. I feel like both videos I just made today are basically about you cannot let other people's opinions. You can't let other people have an effect on you in any form or fashion. You cannot let, and I feel like the video I posted last was probably about the same thing. Like you cannot let other people's you can't put your worth in other people's hands. You can't put your power in other people's hands. You can't put your opinions in other people's hands. You cannot let other people sway you in any form or fashion. And I feel like the the book that I was listening to a couple months ago, the audio book of I think it's called Outwitting the Devil. Is it Outwitting the Devil or Conversation with the Devil or something? I don't interview with the I think it's Outwitting the Devil. And he was literally talking about the devil was talking about how basically like being being I'm trying to find the correct wording because now I'm getting sleepy out of nowhere. Being What's the word I'm looking for? Being firm in your own decision and your thoughts. Being firm with yourself. Being, what is the word I'm looking for? Because it's not firm. It's like you can't. But basically, it's still basically talking about like you can't, if you are easily swayed, if you are not, I'm mad because I know if I turn off this camera when I finish this video, when I turn off this camera, the word is gonna come to me and that's gonna piss me off. What is it? Being, that shit irritating me for real. But you have to be like really one with your mind and one with your decisions. You have to really stand like your ground on the way you think. You can't let, if you're easily persuaded, if you allow other people to control your mind, if you don't have full power over your own thoughts, like now granted you are allowed to change your mind naturally on your own, but if you let somebody else change your mind, then that's a problem. That's how the devil get in. That's why the devil can control your mind and do whatever he want to do, because you're not fully it's not secure either. What is the fucking word I'm looking for? It's very irritating me, but I can't think of it. Um, but yeah, if you just aren't really full one with your mind and one with your own decisions and all that, then the devil can do whatever. If you aren't, you just have to be really one with your power in general, because when you're not, that's when you do allow manipulation and all the other things to get control of everything you do, and that's the problem. If you allow other people to control the way you think, or allowing other people to persuade the way you think and move and do whatever you want to do, and if it's not your 100% your own decision, the devil can do whatever you want with your life. Have all type of control. Um, but yeah, you don't want that. So it's like you really have to get to a point where you just cannot allow. You can't care what other people say. You can't care what other people think. You can't care. We have to get out of the fear. And fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. It's all false. That's why even a lot of books that I read now have even been talking about the truth, like really getting back to the truth. Not because sometimes the thoughts that we have are really not our thoughts; they're other people. Even when I just made this video about how having a big heart, like having a big heart was never the problem, but being dismissed and people treat you less than make you feel like you the problem for the way you love, when that's not really the problem. Like you can't allow other people to have power over you in any form or capacity. You cannot allow people to have power over your thoughts. You cannot allow people to have power over your power. You cannot allow people to have power over your heart, soul, none of that. Like you have to move as one with yourself. You have to be firm and solid within yourself. All right. So there's something else from Wicked I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what it was. And there are people that's going to be jealous, because that's all. Like technically, Linda was just jealous. She was jealous that the professor wanted to help Elphaba and be a tutor to Elphaba and all that, even though she ended up being on bullshit. But you know, she was jealous. Like, dang, why I can't get my way? Why is nobody all on my dick? Like, I'm Linda from da 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 da. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody give a damn. You want to be a sorceress and can't sorcerer shit. But sorry, let me know. That shit was irritating. Like when I say I really don't like bad guys no more, I don't like the whole Mean Girls shit. I probably can't even watch Mean Girls now because I just can't even stand Mean Girls. Even on movies, but I think I can't even watch it now because I do not like mean girl behavior. I do not like bullying. I don't like trying to talk down on people just because they different. Like let folks be different, because to me it's honestly, I think I've just healed so much that it's honestly like, what the fuck does it matter? Why are we judge? Because that's, to me, it's like everybody's just judgy as fuck. Like why? Like you judging a person? Why are you judging them? And then most of the time when people are doing that, like we seen Regina George, life wasn't that goddamn great. Like in the end, like your mama really don't even pay you no attention. Like people do that type of stuff because, and people bully and stuff like that because they are lacking something. Like they're trying to project their own insecurities onto other people in some form or fashion. That's why that shit is just so like, I think that's why it's hard for me to watch stuff and stuff like that now, because I have healed so much that it's like it's just a bunch of unhealed behavior going on. And it's just like I be wishing I could like jump into the screen and just like go heal, go figure that shit out, go look in the fucking mirror. Like, ugh, all that shit annoys me so bad now. I don't know what it is, but it really annoys me. But yeah, don't allow people to make you wicked when you're not wicked. Just for being a good person, don't allow. Before just for you standing in your power or being solid in your own thoughts or being in control of your own life and your own narrative, don't let people make you wicked or make you out to be wicked when you just being your goddamn self and being your authentic self, because that's where the true power is. Always be in your authenticity. I think I say that a lot, but I'm gonna reiterate it as many times as I need to, because yeah, really don't let people do that or people sway you or whatever the case may be. Don't let people have that power. So that's all I have for you today. Healing gets messy before it gets magical, but you are worthy of all the lights and happiness that is waiting for you on the other side. I love you. I hope you love you. I forgot to say adjust your crown, don't let it tell, but I love you. I hope you love you. Peace.